Hey, what's going on? I hope you guys are enjoying the new Call of Duty Warzone, which just released. With that being said, we do know now that it's free to play, and so there's going to be a lot of new players who are going to be joining the scene. And this video is for those of you who are new, who don't really know the whole weapon system in this game. And so this is kind of just a guide to give you guys a idea of what to look out for when you're deciding on which weapons you're going to be using in Modern Warfare, which ones to avoid, and which ones I think, in my opinion, are going to be the best overall weapons for Call of Duty Warzone. So the weapons you're going to be looking for are the Kylo, the FAL, the M4A1, the Odin, and the Odin is going to be the biggest one, the Scar, the AK-47, the Ram 7, and the Grau 5.56. But if you had to choose between all of these ones, I would go definitely for the Odin. That would be my first priority of all the assault rifles, or the Ram 7. I would suggest for a lot of new people, M4A1 would be the go-to weapon because it has a very nice balanced weapon, also really preferred in Pro COD. SMGs, you're going to want to look out for the AUG. AUG will be the go-to SMG in BR because of the range and damage scale that it has with it. So it's ideal for those long-range shots. P90 is really good. That's probably my secondary choice, along with MP5. MP5 is a pro pick. That's a personal favorite. Really good for new players. Uzi you want to stay away from. The PP19 Bison is definitely a really good gun to pick up. That's also a top tier weapon. MP7 is a really good one. Striker along with the Uzi is probably one you're going to want to avoid. Even though it has really high damage, it's a really bad weapon for some reason. Yeah. So I would stay away from the Striker and the Uzi, but any other SMG would be a great pick, with the AUG being the favorite in this situation. Shotguns, all shotguns are going to be great, but a personal preference, either the R9 or the 725. So it'd be these two here. Second place would be 680, and then I would stay away from the Origin 12 if you can. That's a really bad gun. It only really does well if you're in very, very close quarter situations, which is not going to be the case in Warzone. LMGs, your top pick is going to be the PKM. That's going to be overall the best LMG to use. But any other one, it's kind of like a take your pick. These are all just bottom tier in regards to PKM. PKM's your overall the best one you're going to want to use. Everything else is kind of secondary. But overall, they're still good because you have a lot of ammunition to work with. And it's LMG. SAA-87 was a really weak weapon, but they just recently buffed it in the latest patch. So this one might be a viable second pick. Marksman rifles, your Kar 98 will be definitely numero uno. And then from here, MK2 carbine will be second pick. And then EBR-14. Crossbow would be your last pick. This is very slow reload time, and your shots are not always guaranteed kills. For the rifles in general, headshots will be a priority to do maximum damage, and so you're definitely going to want the Kar 98. That's going to be your go-to. Sniper rifles, you have the Dragunov, HDR, AX50. HDR is my favorite, and then in second place comes the AX50. They do about the same damage. The only difference is AX50 performs a little bit faster, so it definitely rewards aggressive play. HDR, though, has more consistency over long range. You don't get a lot of bullet drop compared to the AX50, and so I would prefer the HDR specifically because of the bullet drop. You'll have very little bullet drop, and especially in a big map like Warzone. That's going to be a huge deal. Dragunov, I would probably stay away from this one unless it's available. You know, this will be probably a common sniper rifle in the map, but HDR definitely. AX50 also a good choice. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, just a quick rundown. Assault rifles, you're going to be looking for the Odin. SMGs, you're going to be looking for the AUG. Shotguns, you're going to be looking for the R9. LMGs, you're going to be looking for the PKM. Marksman rifles, the Kar 98. Sniper rifles, the HDR. And just to give you guys a look at my loadout, so mine are specifically designed covering both the long range and close range. So for the heavy, I'm using my PKM. This is my loadout. It's a monolithic suppressor, 25.9 heavy barrel, the Merc thermal optic. Thermals are going to be huge deal. Commando foregrip, 200 round mag. Need a lot of ammo for this weapon. My secondary is going to be the 725. This is also, I can also swap this out with the R9, but I am using the R9 with another setup, so this is still a great weapon to use. For my sniper, I'm using HDR. My loadout's going to be monolithic suppressor, HDR Pro, tac laser, thermal dual power. This allows you to have long range, close and long range, and have thermal. It's really important. F-Tac Stalker Scout, that's aim down sight speed, which is also vital. Secondary is going to be the P90, which is my personal favorite. This is for more close quarter engagements. I could use the AUG here, but the AUG is specifically more for medium range. This is medium to long. This is more medium close. So I'm trying to prioritize both long range and close range in this situation. My assault rifle is going to be the Ram 7, which is my personal favorite. Got monolithic suppressor. This is going to maximize accuracy and range and a little bit of control, but sacrifice mobility. Obviously this is going to be more of a long range assault rifle. That's why I'm prioritizing these attachments. Optic thermal, commando foregrip, 50 round mag. For my secondary is the R9 shotgun. Using monolithic, and you'll see a lot of reasons why I'm using monolithic is because of the sound suppression and damage range. Damage range being the big factor here. Tac Sentry, it's tighter pellet spread, so makes for those medium range shots. You can hip fire this with a 5 laser. Stippled grip allows you to be aggressive with it, and a sleight of hand to reload quicker. For my submachine gun, obviously the AUG. This is going to be prioritizing damage range, mobility, and control. Mainly this one is mobility and control, the design around it. So that's, I'm using damage, velocity, recoil here. So I have that long range. But then I have the tac laser. Forge tac CQB, just aim down sight speed. Then I have the NATO 30 rounds, damage and range. Stifled grip. This is for aggressive play. This sprint to fire speed is really important. And then for my long range, which is a big deal, is the Odin. So this is, for the Odin, I'm using the Colossus suppressor. It's gigantic. It's for that range and accuracy. Then I'm using the Odin Factory 420. That's the aim down sight speed and movement speed. Thermal, commando foregrip, 30 round mag. And then last is my demo build. This is more or less to be annoying and have a lot of explosive damage alongside a heavy machine gun that can annihilate anyone at long distance range, at long distances. So this is deal with vehicles. There's going to be vehicles in the game like ATVs and trucks, choppers and that. You can swap this out for pretty much any other launcher. And yeah, so that's pretty much my loadout. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the game. If you guys are brand new, welcome to the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Hope you guys enjoy the ride. I live stream every weekday from 8 to 12 p.m. PST. I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care.